Hey everyone, and welcome back. So I know I haven't been around for the last 2 weeks because I did travel back to Chicago and went to Flashback Weekend and also to see all my friends again. As some of you know, I am originally from Chicago, so it's always nice for me to get back there and see everyone. Boy, do I miss them. But since I have been gone for so long, obviously there's a lot that has been announced in this time. In fact, there's so much. I'm going to try and cover as much as I can. This video gets too long, probably edit some of it out, but I am going to try. So I'm going to skip over covering things too detailed. I'm not going to cover like I'll mention real quick some of the extras. Just I won't get specific. I'll have a screenshot if you want to look them. Although I'm sure most of you probably already know what's on these, but I'm going to try and cover everything as best I can. And I do want to give a shout out because I got a couple tips on my last video, and unfortunately I didn't see some of them until after I got back. So I do apologize it's taking so long before I saw them, but thank you so much. I'll get into specifics actually at the end of the video. I don't normally cover those first, but I want to just get all this other stuff taken care of so that I'm not rushing through. Those. So where do we start? Probably with the upcoming Nightmare on Elm Street set. Which has the first 7 films. Doesn't have Freddy vs. Jason, but does have obviously the first film all the way through New Nightmare. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited for this set. I mean, probably this is most likely my most anticipated set of the year. Kind of surprised we haven't gotten like the full official details just yet, but I'm at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little exhausted about like trying to keep up on everything that is kind of going on. It's like I'm not gonna lie, at this point I'm just like, until we get the full like press announcement on that has like all the details and everything, like I'm just going to wait for that. It's kind of getting kind of exhausting at this point. But again, it is set for September 30th, and the standard edition at least is retails for $127.95. I believe, in fact, I already started seeing it for even less than that. And again, once we get much more of the actual details on it, then I'll talk about it some more. And obviously once it comes in, I'm going to be super excited, and we'll definitely talk about it more then. And next up from Kino, we finally have the details on their upcoming 4K release of William Friedkin's Rampage, which they announced earlier, but now we have all the details set for October 21st. It's going to be a 4K with included Blu-ray and also a separate Blu-ray release. 4K will be $49.95 retail, and the Blu-ray only release will be $29.95 retail, obviously come down in price. And what's cool is that it is going to have both cuts of the film. It's going to have the original cut, which runs 96 minutes, as well as the re-edited theatrical cut, which runs 91 minutes, if I remember correctly. And luckily, unlike some other like releases that, where it's like, well, one cut's only on like the Blu-ray, not the 4K. Nope, both cuts are on both the 4K and the Blu-ray. So that is fantastic. We'll be in 5.1 and 2.0 stereo. We'll have a new commentary track and a couple of interviews. Now, the commentary track is on the 4K, but the interviews will be on the Blu-ray only. And actually, I do want to mention that the original cut, which is the longer cut, is actually, it has a new scan from the original camera negative. Well, the recut, the theatrical cut, which again is shorter, has a new transfer, but it's only from the 35mm inner positive. So that's actually kind of cool. So it's not just, it's not like Frankenstein together or anything. So anyway, I'm very excited about that. Very underrated film. I don't think it's been released in like many formats. So glad that this is finally coming. And that is set for October 14th. Actually, I don't think I mentioned that. That might be one I don't wait for one of Kino's sales. I might actually pick that one up right away. So we do have the Vinegar Syndrome August titles, as well as the Scream Factory October titles. Now, before I get to those, I have to mention from Synapse, as of now, as of this recording, and I'm sure by the time you're watching, well, yeah, obviously by the time you're watching it as well, because it's already happened by the time I'm recording this, the Deadly Spawn 4K release is up for order. Now, it's up for order on the Synapse website, synapsefilms.com. Now, they only ship to North America from there, but Diabolic DVD and Orbit DVD will also carry it, and they do ship internationally. So for those of you outside of North America, you can still order it. It is a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie. $74.95 retail. It is up for pre-order on the Synapse website for $64.95. I'm I have no doubt there'll be a standard release that'll come down the line. Just, kind of like Trick or Treat, where it just depends, I think, on how quickly these limited sets kind of sell out. The quicker it sells out, the quicker we'll get a standard release. If it takes a while, so now I think on average they take maybe a year-ish before the standard release comes out, unless it, like Trick or Treat, sells out fast, it'll come out sooner. But it does start shipping out on Monday, August 11th. So it has a print run, so obviously this is a limited edition version, it has a print run of 5,000 units, be a 2-disc set with a 4K and a Blu-ray. It's in one of their deluxe sets, just like Trick or Treat was. A bunch of special features. It is a full restoration from the original 16mm camera negative. Will actually be presented in 2 aspect ratios, 1.37 to 1 as well as 1.66 to 1. And this thing is just loaded, commentary tracks, interviews, featurettes, like the whole 9 yards. Like they have gone all out for this. And when I was at Flashback, the first, so Friday when I was there, my buddy and I went for breakfast in the hotel, and who happened to be at the next table over but Don May Jr. from Synapse Films. And I just mentioned real quick, congratulations on the Rondo Award for Trick or Treat from last year. And then we just started chatting for a few minutes, and guess what? Because this went up for pre-order this week, because he had literally just gotten in the Deadly Spawn, and he had, I believe he said 2 boxes for Flashback. And as soon as I went into the dealer room when it opened, I went right to their table and I bought it. So I'm just very quick, I'm not going to go into detail, just kind of so you can see it. And here's the back with the details, and just here. So here's the outer box. As you can see, I'll kind of show you there's the artwork on the front. There's the side with the title, and finally there's the back. We love the artwork on this. And so it comes with this nice thick booklet, which, a bunch of writings, pictures, all posters, all kinds of stuff. It does come with a double-sided poster, which you can see here, as well as the original one-sheet poster from here in the States. And then obviously here's the movie. So it has a slipcover, which you can see there. There's the front of the slipcover. There's the side with the title, and there's the back. And of course, here's the case, as you can see here. I think this was flippable to the other artwork. It does have some still reproductions here, just so you know. And then here's the 4K disc, and here's the Blu-ray disc, and of course there's the back with the details. So I was actually really excited. I was planning to watch this before this week, before I made this video. Unfortunately, I was not able to. Kind of a crazy week since I got back. But I'm going to watch it over the weekend, so I'll try and share thoughts quickly in case you're kind of waiting to see how it looks and sounds. Again, I'm sorry, I was planning on watching it, but yeah. Again, it's here in my hand. It is shipping out. It's going to start shipping out next week. So yeah, it's been a long time, but we finally have the new release of Deadly Spawn, finally. So we have the Vinegar Syndrome titles as well as the Scream Factory titles. We're going to do Vinegar Syndrome first. I'm kind of probably zip through these kind of quick because, they've already been up for over a week now. So, I'm sure some of you have already know what they are. So we have 1 Distripix release, 2 Cinematograph release, 1 Vinegar Syndrome Labs title, 1 Vinegar Syndrome Archive, and then 3 regular Vinegar Syndrome releases. So we'll just kind of go reverse order. So the Distripix one is actually a double feature of Confessions of a Psycho Cat and The Fat Black Pussycat. From 1967 and 1963, it is a region-free Blu-ray, which is nice. Both films have been restored from their original camera negative, as a couple of nice extras, including a commentary track and a couple of interviews, including one with William Lustig. That's cool. I didn't know I missed that part before, so that's actually kind of cool. Don't really know much about this film, but it actually looked like it was kind of fun. It does retail for $59.98, and again, these are for pre-order price right now is $42.99. Let's keep moving along. So the next 2 are their Cinematograph titles. Again, there are 2 for this month. First one up is The Woman Chaser, retail for $49.98, for pre-order for $34.99. This is a movie from 1999, wasn't it? And this is going to be a Region A locked Blu-ray. Actually, it has 2 versions of the film. So it has so it was filmed in color, but then they decided to actually release it in black and white, and this actually has both versions: the black and white, the black and white version, which I think is the preferred version, but also the color version. So it's cool that it has both. Commentary with the director and a couple interviews, and yeah, so it's actually a nice addition. This is about the making of a film, not a documentary. I mean, it's like the movie The Player. Actually, I think they even reference that. Like Robert Altman's The Player and films like that, which I absolutely love. And I can't believe I didn't know about this film, because especially when I was younger. I mean, I really love films that were obviously not only like, making ofs and things like that, but also films that were about, making a film and stuff like that. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised I never knew about this one. So definitely color me interested. Or black and white interest. Well, actually, no, both. Both for this release. And that is up for pre-order for $34.99. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. And the other cinematograph title, why do I have such trouble saying that, is a 4K release of the movie Mixed Blood, up for pre-order for $39.99. And this is a movie from 1984 directed by Paul Morrissey. 2-disc set, 4K, and a Blu-ray. Blu-ray is going to be Region A locked. Does have a new commentary, including a couple of new interviews. And it looks like this is kind of like a gangster exploitation film, from what I could tell. I kind of watched the trailer real quick, and like, I mean, I hate saying this because you'd almost think like I don't watch some. Believe me, I watch a lot. Did not know about this one, but it actually looked good. Kind of again, kind of a low budget gangster flick. So color me interested. I gotta stop saying color me interested. Although this one's in color, so yeah, I'm gonna say that. And again, that is up for pre-order for $39.99. Next up is the new Vinegar Syndrome Labs title, up for pre-order for $27.99. This is Blu-ray only. It is Region A locked, but it is a new release of Castle of Evil from 1966. Does have a brand new transfer from the original camera negative. Does have 2 commentary tracks and an interview. I don't think any of them are new, though. I think these are pre-existing ones. But I haven't seen Castle of Evil in a long time. I remember it being pretty good, though. So I'm kind of leaning to pick it up eventually. I gotta watch money spending, but I would like to get it. And again, it's $27.99, and it is a Region A locked Blu-ray, so just heads up on that. And before we get to the 3 actual Vinegar Syndrome titles for the month, we have one in there, Vinegar Syndrome Archive title line, which is a Blu-ray release of the movie Robo Warriors, which is apparently it's based on a script written by Stuart Gordon, which is interesting. So it's about, takes place kind of in near future, where I think the Earth has been kind of taken over, and like they're big robots, like everyone you get in these big robots, and they fight each other. We've now had several films, including Guillermo del Toro did 2, one for sure. Did he do the sequel? I don't remember. I never saw the sequel, actually. Region A locked Blu-ray. It does have a commentary track and a 42-minute making of. I did watch the trailer, and it actually does look kind of fun. I gotta admit. And up for pre-order for $29.99. I don't know if I mentioned that. And now we get to the 3 Vinegar Syndrome titles for the month. First one is the movie Playroom. Pre-order for $29.99. It's a region-free Blu-ray movie from 1990. A couple of interviews with cast members and the effects person and the composer. Bit of a supernatural kind of horror film, which again looks interesting. I kind of feel like I might have seen this, but I'm not sure. It was released under the alternate title Schizo, but there was another film released as Schizo, which actually was named Schizo. So maybe I'm thinking of that, but no, I watched the trailer. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've either seen it or I haven't. Probably not, actually. Or if I did, I don't really remember much. But it looks pretty good. So, and since it's regular, obviously with the subscription, I'll be getting it in. So I'll be watching it one way or the other. And next up is a 4K double feature release of the films of Larry Fessenden Volume 1, which has 2 of his films, Habit and No Telling, from 1991 and 1996. So this is actually a 4-disc set, so you have each film on its own 4K disc and its own Blu-ray disc, and I believe, the Blu-rays are Region A locked, 4K region free. Both films shot in Super 16, and Super 16 is a much better format. It's a little bit lower It's got a finer grain than obviously 16 millimeter. Not quite 35, but there has, Super 16 was always a nice choice if you either if you were doing stuff for TV, which actually was for some stuff actually used for TV back in the day. But also if you intended to have a 35 millimeter blow up, because it wouldn't look as grainy and stuff coming from just straight 16 millimeter. Also comes with a 40-page bound book with a bunch of essays. It's got a nice set of extras, some new interviews, a couple commentary tracks, a couple interviews, a making of, short film, an introduction by the director, and this is on both films. So obviously each film has some archival stuff, including commentary track with the director, and a couple new commentary tracks, interviews, and everything else. So I mean, this thing is definitely packed. And again, it's $55.99, but again, it is also a 4-disc set. Okay, and finally, we have a new 4K release of the Troma film Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. Getting a release from Vinegar Syndrome from 1990, and it's a 3-disc set, 4K disc, and 2 region-free Blu-rays. And it's got a couple of new extras on it. Has both cuts of the film, the R-rated cut of the film, as well as the PG-13 cut. I think we all know which one we're all going to watch. And a nice set of new extras, including interview with Lloyd Kaufman, as well as, it looks like, all of the older extras that have been on all the older Troma releases of it over the years. So another Troma film getting the 4K treatment, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And that is up for $44.99 in the pre-order, and then as is the usual case, there are 2 bundles. If you just want the 3 Vinegar Syndrome titles, you can get all 3 for $127.99. Or if you want all of these titles, the Vinegar Syndrome, the Archive Labs, the Cinematograph, the District Picks. Oh man, it's a mouthful. It's $249.99 if you want all those. And then that is it for the Vinegar Syndrome August title. So, wow. And now finally we move on to the Scream Factory stuff. And there's actually not a whole lot here. I'm going to mention one Shout Factory one, because it kind of seems more like a Scream Factory one, but it's another one in their Hong Kong films releases on. It is a Blu-ray release, not a 4K release, but still cool. It's the Chinese Ghost Story trilogy. So obviously 1, 2, 3. Up for retails for $64.98, to come October 28th. And each film has a new transfer from the original camera negative, actually new 4K scans. I don't know why they didn't do a 4K, but not my call. But it does have some nice new extras, some archival extras, as well as some new extras on each film. And again, it is all 3. So the first one from 1987, second one from 1990, and the third one from 1991. Because these are Blu-ray and coming from Shout Studios, it is region A locked, just like all their releases. But I am happy that these are finally getting a new release. And again, that is set for October 28th. And now we move over to the actual Scream Factory titles for the month. And So, set for October 28th as well is a re-release of their 4K release of the movie Hush from 2016. Now, it is going to be a 4-disc set. Basically, it's a re-release of the one they've already put out. So it's got 2 4K discs and 2 Blu-rays, and it does have both cuts, the original version as well as the Shush cut. But it's the exact same release as before. It's just in a new steelbook, retailing for $49.98. And again, that is due October 28th. And we have 3 more titles. Next up is a 4K release of Nosferatu the Vampire, the Werner Herzog film, set for October 21st, retailing for $39.98. We'll have a 4K disc and included Blu-ray, and it looks like it's pretty much exactly the same as their Blu-ray release from a while ago as far as extras go, but it does have a new transfer of the film on both the 4K and the included Blu-ray. But again, all the extras are the same from their previous Blu-ray release, and again, that is set for October 21st. And Nosferatu will also have a Shout Factory website exclusive, which is also $39.98, coming out on October 21st, where you can also get this alternate slipcover and poster. And again, that is a website exclusive. 2 left. So next up, which actually is one I'm actually pretty excited about is a new 4K and Blu-ray release of Black Sunday, the Mario Bava film, which is really cool. So it's going to be a 2-disc set, a 4K disc, and a Blu-ray, and it's going to have the international version. Now, I believe nothing new. As far as extras go, I don't think anything new is here. I think it actually ports over like a lot of pre-existing extras. I think the only thing new is literally just the transfer. Retailing for $39.98. I don't think I mentioned that, and set for October 7th. So yeah, that's actually one I'm actually pretty excited about. And now at the last title of the Screen Factory ones is a new 4K with included Blu-ray release of the movie End of Days, the Schwarzenegger film directed by Peter Hyams. Set for October 7th, retailing for $39.98. And again, 4K and Blu-ray. It's got a new transfer from the original negative, approved by Peter Hyams. Ports over to pre-existing with him. And then on the Blu-ray, it does have a couple of new interviews, including one with him, screenwriter, visual effects, and the composer. And ports over an older 2 featurettes, and it also has the trailer. And this one also has a website exclusive, also for $39.98, where you can get this alternate subcover and poster as well. And again, that is a Shout Factory website exclusive. The one with the extra subcover. The regular version is available pretty much everywhere. And then that is it so far for the Screen Factory titles, which, I mean, look, there's a couple of interesting things here, but must admit, I'm a little underwhelmed. I was kind of hoping at least for one title where I was like, oh, you know. But that's just me. Probably most excited about, well, actually, I'm pretty excited about the Chinese Ghost Story, but also Black Sunday. But even then, it's like, it's kind of something kind of big, you know? But I don't know. I shouldn't get my hopes up too much sometimes for some of this stuff. So a couple of cool things overall, a couple of interesting things, and yeah, kind of everything in between. So finally, again, saving these for last because I don't want to rush through them. And again, I'm sorry, it took me 2 weeks. I was out of town, you know. But I have 3 tips from my last video. First one from Orwellian Son. I think I pronounced that correctly. Tip me $1.99 and says, thanks for everything you do, Richard. You do great work. You're a fabulous artist, and your positivity and kindness are limitless. Much love. Thank you. Wow, that is a massive compliment. I mean, like, and it's nice being called an artist, only because it's like I kind of feel like I'm not doing as much of the creative stuff as I used to do, and believe me, it's eating away at me that I'm not. So I'm trying to get back into as much of it as I can. So thank you. That really means a lot. And next up from BBIJ6RO, I think I'm saying, trying not to wear my glasses. If I don't have to, I probably should have maybe increased the text. Who tipped me $5 and just said a very simple thanks. And honestly, thank you for the tip. I really, really appreciate it. So definitely from me to you, big thank you back. Definitely, I'll give you a special cheers the next time I have a drink. Plenty of drinks last weekend, that's for sure. But again, thank you. And then finally, Adam from Hype is Here Media tipped me $5. Good Lord, Adam. Like, he's tipped me a lot. And I swear, oh God, man, I can't thank you enough. And he says, hey buddy, hope all is well. I went crazy, ordered things, blacked out, lol. Seriously, aren't these releases great? Elite content as always. Thank you so much, Adam. I always appreciate it. And again, I highly recommend going over and subbing to his channel, which is Hype is Here Media here on YouTube. Talk about going crazy ordering things, even during the Severance sale. Like I was debating a couple things. I kind of waited until I didn't wait till Monday when it ended. I think it was late Sunday night when I was finally like, all right, if I'm going to place an order, I'm just going to place an order. And I was only going to do the upgrade bundle that they had. But boy, did I want those shark movies. So I shouldn't have done this before my trip, but I ordered the upgrade bundle and then that shark bundle, the shark movie bundle. And I probably blacked out after that because I was like, why am I spending all this money? Big trip coming up. So again, thank you guys so much. I hope I didn't miss any. I was trying to be very careful, make sure I didn't miss any. If I missed your tip, please tell me. Please let me know, because I definitely don't want to miss anything. I definitely want to give you your props, which you definitely deserve. And as I mentioned, it was at Flashback Weekend, so I will do a sort of little video about it in a bit. So that's it for this video. Boy, is there a lot here. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything and all this crazy stuff. Wow. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.